church say amen.
Amen.
Amen. The man, he said, let the church say amen. Hallelujah. Anybody here belong to the church? Let the church say amen. Amen. Let the church say amen. 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 Glory be to God. We just thank God for another privilege to be in the house of prayer again. Stand before you. God is good. Hallelujah. Give him all the glory, the honor, and all the praise. Our beloved Pastor Kenneth Earl Dawson. Amen. So, thank God for him. Amen. Amen. For his beautiful wife, lady minister, sister, friend, Dawson. Amen. Amen. To all you, my father's children. It's just good to be here. Yes. It's good to be here. Amen. Look at the East flag. We just want to get ready. We don't. Come on. You don't mind. Hallelujah, somebody. Though the storms keep on raging in my life, and sometimes it's hard to tell the night from day, still that hope that lies within is reassured as I keep my eyes upon the distant shore. I know he'll lead me safely to that blessed place he has prepared. But if the storms don't cease, and if the winds keep on blowing, my soul has been anchored in love. Anybody go with me on that? Though the storms keep on raging in my life, and sometimes it's hard to tell the night from day, still that hope that lies within is reassured as I keep my eyes upon the distant shore. I know he'll lead me safely to that blessed place he has prepared. But if the storms don't cease, and if the winds keep on blowing in my life, my soul has been anchored in the Lord. I realize that sometimes in this life we're going to be tossed by the waves and the currents that seem so fierce. But in the Word of God, I've got an anchor. Yes! And it keeps me steadfast, unmovable, despite the time. But soul been aching.
Yes, yes.
Yes. My soul been aching.
Yes.
My soul been aching.
Yes, Lord.
My soul been aching. My soul been aching. My soul been aching. My soul.
Yes.
My soul. Yeah, God. My soul been aching. The billows may roll. The breakers may dash. I shall not sway because he holds me fast. So dark the day, the clouds in the sky. I know it's all right, because Jesus is nigh. My soul.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Somebody know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The soul, my soul has been anchored in the Lord.
Yes,
Hallelujah. Woo! Thank you, God.
yes.
Thank you, God. Father, we thank you for this day.
Yes,
Thank you for the opportunity to stand before your people, God. Speak through us, Holy Spirit. Speak in us, Holy Spirit. Fill my belly, God, with your word. What you would have for your people. Oh, God, speak to your people. We pray in Jesus' name.
Amen.
If you would turn with me to Hebrews the 11th chapter. Everybody's familiar with this chapter. You're looking at 11, 13 through 16. I'm going to read verse 1 first. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And now we're going to read down to verse 13, King James Version. Okay, we read Bible now, they all got a different reading. That was the same one I got. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had an opportunity to have returned. But now, they desire a better country, that is an heavenly. Wherefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared for them a city.
Yes.
You may have your seats. I usually have a text, but you just come up with one.
Come on.
Amen.
Amen.
The New Living Translation reads, all these people died still believing.
Amen.
Somebody say still believing.
Still believing.
They all died. Still believing.
Still believing.
Still believing what God had promised them.
Yes.
Watch it now. They did not receive what was promised, but they saw it all from a distance and welcomed it.
Yes.
They agreed that they were foreigners and nomads here on earth. Somebody say on earth.
On earth.
Obviously, people who say such things are looking forward to a country they can call their own.
Yes.
If they had longed for the country they came from, they could have gone back. But they were looking for a better place.
Yes.
Somebody say better place.
Better place.
That's shout right there.
Amen. Amen.
They were looking for a better place, a heavenly homeland.
Yes.
That is why God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared a city for them.
Amen.
So y'all should be shouting already. Y'all should know where this is going. Come on now. Y'all should know where this is going. Hallelujah, somebody. I had the opportunity in school, I thought it was an opportunity, I thought it was a great thing, to read the book, Great Expectations, by Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
I called my nephews and asked them, did they have to read it? Because we had to read it. And they said no, and one of the nephews said, I don't even know what you're talking about. But it was a great novel, and it was about Pip. And Miss Havisham and Estelle, there was a whole bunch of people in there. And Pip had great and high hopes.
Yes.
Great expectations. He was an orphan. He had nothing. So his expectations were of being a gentleman.
Yes.
He wanted to be rich.
Yes.
He wanted to be famous. He wanted to be somebody.
Amen.
Anybody here, you ever had any great expectations?
Amen.
I mean, we all should be living for some kind of expectations.
Yes.
However, Pip's expectations, even though he did become a gentleman and had some money, they did not pan out. They all came to naught.
Yes.
And Pip learned that being rich wasn't as important as he thought it was. He found out that it was more important to be true to yourself. I don't know anybody come here this morning expecting anything. I mean, I came expecting something. Hallelujah, somebody. The dictionary says the definition for expecting is the act or state of looking forward or anticipating. Often expectations are a prospect of future good.
Amen.
The Latin definition means awaiting. So expecting something great to happen.
Yes.
Anybody looking for anything great to happen?
Amen.
Y'all scared me. You act like you're not waiting for nothing. I get so tickled at my sister when she's getting ready to go on vacation. She can be going on vacation in June. March and April, she starts packing.
Yes.
If her trip is in June at the end of the month, at the first of the month, her suitcases are packed.
Amen.
And a week before she's time to go, they're at the door. She's expecting. She's going somewhere, and she's expecting a great time. I don't know if pregnancy is a good example, but for 9 months, women are expecting and hoping for a beautiful, bouncing baby boy or girl.
Amen.
Athletes, they train for years. I didn't realize they trained for years. In anticipation of going to the Olympics and bringing back the gold. There's some of you that are living in your mansions that you have saved up for years in hopes of buying another beautiful home on a hill. Some of you are working at the bottom of your job in expectation of getting a promotion and becoming a company. Y'all know where I'm going to.
Go ahead now.
Me and my travel buddies on Sunday, we always talking in the car, and we were talking about how things work and how things don't work. And it seems like things don't happen the way we want them to happen. We're expecting change. And then Minister G said, Pastor B, what if it never changed? Woo! What if you're looking for it never comes? Oh my God. Hallelujah, somebody. Now listen, this is not a gloom and doom message. This is a message of great expectation. I was surfing through the net and I ran across a sermon. I've been watching YouTube and listening to the preacher. And this guy, I think his name was Tim Ross, if I got the right one. But anyway, his sermon was, stop tripping. Stop tripping, it's coming. And what's so funny to me was, I was talking to my girlfriend as I'm driving down the street, and she said, Regina, what you doing? I said, I'm tripping. Then that night, I turned on my phone, and he said, stop tripping. Because it's coming. It all depends on what you're looking for. Oh, somebody ought to shout like that. Glory to God. Now, the book of Hebrews, as we all know, deals with the issues of faith. That chapter 11 deals with the issues of faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The scripture says now faith, though.
Now faith.
Now faith. Now, right now faith. Immediate faith. the writer was given to the Apostle Paul, with some dispute, but don't matter. Because still faith is still faith.
Amen.
But he addresses the lives of God's people and their undying faith. Hallelujah, somebody. And verse 13, he says, all these people died still believing. What you mean? They died all still believing. I looked at that. I said, who are these people? And they had some people before verse 13. Abel, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. They all died holding on to their faith. You know what happens when things don't happen for us, when we want them to happen. Huh? We exit. We quit. It wasn't going to be anyway. It wasn't going to happen anyhow. I'm leaving. Somebody said, I'm out of here. Because I'm expecting something and it didn't come. What gave them the stamina, the strength, the determination, the endurance to go on anyhow? Anybody got any anyhow faith? No matter what, I've decided to follow Jesus anyhow. God is looking for some anyhow. Look at this. Look at chapter 10 when you get home. In verse 32, we're talking about the heroes of faith. The verse 32 said they suffered in great affliction. They were the gazing stock. They had afflictions and reproaches. They were despised. They were persecuted. They said they even helped others who were persecuted. They had compassion on those who were in prison. And yet in verse 34 said they accepted it with joy. How many of us are suffering? Accepted it with joy. The joy of the Lord is our strength. Now, what we might learn something about real persecution if we would study the heroes of faith. The Christians in the early church suffered. See, we call it suffering if you talk about me. Oh, my God, my God, my God. The early church were made to serve as objects of amusement. They were clad in hides of beast skin, and then they were thrown to the dogs and torn apart. They were crucified. Watch it now. They were set on fire to serve as and illuminate the night when it got dark. Ooh, my God, my God. What made them lay down their lives? You remember Stephen? He was martyred. He was stoned to death. Paul himself was beheaded. Yet these believers still believed. What were they promised? Can I tell you what they were not promised? They were not promised the house on the hill. They were not promised the next job promotion. They were not promised to bring home the gold. Oh my God, my God. What were they promised? Well, let's look at something else here. Let's look at Ray Pritchard suggests that we ask some questions. Because I'm trying to figure out what made these people hold on. What's making you hold on? Ray Pritchard said, Abel, why would you offer a better sacrifice and end up getting killed by your brother? What made you hold on to your faith? Enoch, why would you walk with God and then just disappear? Noah, why would you build an ark when everybody but your family was calling you a nut job? Come on, somebody. Abraham, why would you just leave your home and go somewhere where you don't know where you're going? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, why would you just live in tents? This mighty God that you serve. Oh, my God, my God. Abraham, Sarah, why would you dream of having a baby and you're too old to have a baby? How do we explain this faith? I'm almost done. You didn't shout yet. Verses 36 is some more torture. They had cruel mockings, scourging, imprisonment, stoned, cut in half, killed with the sword, afflicted, tormented. They wandered in the wilderness. They wandered in the mountains. They wandered in the dens. They wandered in the caves. And the scriptures say, but yet they obtained a good report.
Yes, yes.
They held on to their faith,
Thank you.
but did not receive the promise.
Uh-huh.
Now, there's three things I saw about this faith in this scripture. If we look at 13, it says, these all died, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off. First thing I saw was they saw something.
Uh-huh.
You should have shouted right there. Should have knocked the chairs over right there.
Yeah.
They saw something.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Afar off, and were persuaded of them. They were persuaded by what they saw.
Yeah.
Y'all going with me?
Amen.
And embraced them. They embraced what they saw.
Yeah.
Hallelujah, somebody. They saw something. They were persuaded by what they saw.
Yeah.
And then they embraced what they saw.
Yeah.
The problem is you probably ain't seen nothing. Somebody ought to holler in here. Can I tell you what they didn't see? Well, let me tell you what they didn't see.
All right.
But it wasn't all the persuasion.
Yeah.
They did see the passing through the Red Sea on the dry line.
Yeah.
They were there. But they weren't so persuaded by that. They saw God turn water to blood. All the rivers, the canals, the ponds, the reservoirs, even the water stored in the wooden pots in the bowls was turned to blood. But that wasn't what?
They saw. Come on, girl.
That wasn't what persuaded them. It was convincing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the promise. It wasn't the plague of frogs. It wasn't the gnats. It wasn't the livestock. It wasn't the plague of boils. It wasn't even when the death angel passed over the house. That didn't even really necessarily persuade them. But what was it? See, some of the promises they did receive. Because surely Sarah had a baby at no age. And yes, Moses led the people out of Egypt, and God had promised to be with him, and he was with him. Rahab the harlot, she was not destroyed by her city people. When the people of God obeyed, the walls of Jericho did come down. Yes, there were some promises kept.
Yeah.
But there's the promise.
Come on.
Thank you, God, for the promise. The promise. They died without having received the promise.
Yeah.
Now, I know by now you probably know what the promise was. But before we get there, let me come to one conclusion of how they held on. It was their confession.
Yes.
Verse 13b says, and confessing that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. 14, for they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have opportunity to have returned.
Yes.
They had a confession.
Yes.
They sought a country.
Amen.
They desired a better country. They confessed that they were not from here. They confessed that this was not. This was not their home. See, you want to know how to hold on. You got to get your confession right and know who you are. They said, we are not from here. This is not our home. Abraham was looking for the city. Oh, somebody ought to shout that out. The Bible says Abraham was looking for a city which had foundations. Listen now, they had been living in tents. Didn't have no foundation. Didn't have no structure. They could pick up the tent and go whenever they got ready to go. But he said, I'm looking for a sure foundation. Hallelujah, somebody. He said, whose builder and whose maker is God. See, anybody can put up a tent. Oh my God. But only God can put up a foundation. Oh my looking. One of the writers said, by faith, Abraham saw the unseen.
Yeah.
In hope, he lived in the future.
Yeah.
I want us to know today that for some reason we seem to be living right here.
Yeah.
Woo! And you want to know how you can't make it through what you're going through? Because you don't realize that you don't live here.
Amen.
You don't realize that you are not at home. See, when you're at home, you get comfortable.
Come on, girl.
You can sit down and rest a while. But you're not at home. Oh, my God, my God, my God. See, faith is heavenly minded.
Yeah.
Watch it now. This ain't going to be so fun. It's a separation from the world. Heaven is our one desire.
Yeah.
I wrote some notes from Sunday school. Pastor said, this is not the best part of our lives.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, my God. You think you living, don't you? This is not the best part.
Amen.
Minister Shirley said, friendship with the world makes you an enemy with God.
Yeah.
See, the reason why you can't get happy is because you trust in the world's view. You trust in the world's way. You can't be happy in a world that you don't belong to.
Amen.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, let me remind you. You remember the movie E.T.? The alien? The thing that came from outer space? That found himself on the planet Earth? He was out of his element because he was away from home. I want to tell you today that you're out of your element. That's why we have the problems that we have. Oh my God, because we are out of our element. Now he was here for a little while and he tried to get comfortable. Whoa, that'll shout right there. He tried to get comfortable. But he was not from here. He's trying to get comfortable, but you're not from here. You ain't got to come here. And you got to learn. You don't go over to nobody's house you don't know and try to get comfortable. You go home and get comfortable. My God. Oh, E.T. fell in love with the boys. He had a good time. He even learned how to talk like them. E.T. was trying to talk. But pretty soon, the summary is that pretty soon, E.T. got tired. E.T. wired up something on the inside. And he got the control over there. And he told me, he said, yeah, y'all, come get me. He wired up something, and he hooked up. He said, come get me. I need y'all to know who I am. Somebody needs to hook up. Don't be afraid to hook up. If you're out of order, you need to know it because you don't live here. E.T., go home. His expectations were, E.T., you know what they just said? They would talk to him, he said, E.T., go home. E.T., go home. Watch it now. R.B., you better say it, R.B., Regina Bullock, go home. You want to find some joy? Go home. You want some peace? Go home. Oh my God, my God. Hallelujah. Jesus went away to prepare for us an eternal home. Now watch this now. If this makes you sad, then you are yet in your flesh and you are at home. He said, if you like this, you like living down here, you like what's going on, you're living in your flesh. And you are. Oh my God. You are at home. See, those of us who choose God are just passing through. We just going to the city. We just stopping by. Because faith looks at everything in light of eternity. Peter said in 3:13, but we are looking forward to the new heaven and the new earth that he has promised. A world filled with God We have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. They were looking for a better country. They were looking for one without confusion. They were looking for one without sickness, without trouble, without heartache. I want to tell you that we're going to have them while we're here. I looked at these people. That's how I looked at these people. They said they still believing and had not received the promise. What happened was they had not received the fulfillment of the promise. The fulfillment that I'm going away to prepare a place for you. They were looking for a city. Can I tell you something about the city? It's where the wicked shall cease from trouble. And the weary, anybody weary? Anybody weary? That's because you're not home. Glory to God. And you know why? You know why, brother Green, why I'm still standing? You know why I'm still holding on? Because this is not my home. Watch this now. And I got it down in my belly. It's not about what I heard. It's about what I know. I know I'm not from here. Soon and very soon. Glory to God. Hallelujah. So I got two conclusions. One, to keep it with our campaign, Lady D, that I must stay awake.
Come on.
See, I cannot let Satan speak up on me. I got to watch for him. Because he's trying to trick me. Watch this, Shirley. He's trying to make me believe this is my home. He's trying to make me like what's going on down here. He's trying to make me like stuff. He's trying to make me have my flesh. He wants me to feel myself. Or feel all good about this. I can't let him trick me. Because the world and God are two different places. Two different kingdoms. God's kingdom and my kingdom. And my kingdom won't work. So I'm not going to let him sneak up on me. He's running around a lying thief, deceiver, speaking. See, he got us believing that same sex is good. He got us believing it's okay. He got you believing that it's okay. God is love. Oh, yeah. He's tricking y'all. He's tricking you. Oh, I bless you, God. But then I found out something else here. That I must stay the course. I must stay the course. And I want you to know, all of you that are here alive today, you must stay the course. Stay the course. If you make Jesus your choice, you must stay the course. If you made Jesus your choice, there's a final promise for you. Watch it now. Some promises have already been met. My daddy going on. My mama going on. My son going on. They already got the promise. Big Ron yesterday left here. The other day, Big Ron left to collect on his promise. There is a promise. All of us here today, we still got to get our promise. But you got to stay the course so that you can walk in God's promise. This promise. This promise. This promise. This promise. This promise. Help me now. This promise. This promise. This promise. This promise. Won't be broken. You ever had anybody break a promise? You had anybody break a promise? Over and over. I promise I will. And you don't see them no more. But this promise. Tell somebody this promise. Tell 3 people this promise. Help me out today. Tell 3 people. This promise. This promise has been sealed by the blood of the Lamb. This promise. This promise hung on Calvary's cross. And bled and died for our sin. This promise cannot be broken. The blood ran down from man who said he's trying to find himself. He's trying to find the truth. I said, you know what? The blood still works. The blood still works. Jesus paid it all, and he is the truth.
Yes.
He is the truth.
Yes.
Tell your neighbor, stay on course. Tell your neighbor, stay on course. Tell your neighbor, I'm not bored. I'm not depressed. Say, I'm looking. I'm looking and I'm waiting.
Yes.
Hallelujah, son. I'm waiting.
Wait.
Mama used to sing this song, I'm just waiting on the Lord.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, God. Well, what does this city look like with the green downtown? I just really want to see what this city look like.
Uh-huh.
I mean, because they say it's just, oh, it's looking at that. And Paul couldn't help it here. I had to call on John.
Uh-huh.
I had to call John. John, could you show me what the city?
Yes.
You ain't shouted yet? You ain't shouted yet? I want to know what the city look like. And I didn't want to make it up. I didn't want to just imagine. I didn't want my opinion. I wanted to see what John saw. He said, then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the old heaven and the old earth had disappeared. And the sea was also gone. Do you know why the sea was gone? Because everything falls dead in the sea. And there was no need for the sea no more. He said, and I saw the holy city.
Yes.
The new Jerusalem.
Yes.
Coming down. Men, I want you to see your bride. Coming down from God out of heaven. Like a bride beautifully dressed for a husband. You know when your bride comes down the aisle and the man turns around and says, oh my God, hallelujah, somebody. Hallelujah. The glory of the city is going to look like there's going to be a bride. You know what a bride is? Come on now. Dressed for her husband. And he said, I heard a shout from the throne saying, look, God is home. Home is now among his people. He will live with them, and they will be his people. It said that right in the scripture. They were looking for a city. He said, well, they won't have to be worried about being ashamed, because they going to be with me. God himself will be with them. And the scripture says, I won't have to cry. No more. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. And there will be no more death. There will be no more sorrow, no more crying, no more pain. All these things are gone forever. I say forever. And the one sitting on the throne said, look, I'm making everything new. And then he said, write this down, for what I tell you is trustworthy and true. And he also said, it is finished. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To all who are thirsty, I will give freely from the springs of water. All who are victorious will inherit all these blessings, and I will be their God, and they will be my children. See, you got to go home. Amen. He said, I saw a temple. There was no temple in the city, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb were the temple. And the city had no need for a sun or for the moon, for the glory of God illuminated the city. And the Lamb was the light. You ought to see it. You ought to see it. You ought to see it. Only those of you that know what this is. Only those of you been there in your mind, supernaturally and spiritually, can picture this. The nations will walk in his light, and the kings of the world will enter the city in all their glory. Its gates will never be closed. Somebody say never. Won't be no government shutdown. You don't have to worry about Trump. And whether or not he signs the papers. The law been taken care of. Hallelujah, somebody. Glory to your name. The gates will always be open. There will never be no night. And all the nations will bring their glory and their honor to the city. Nothing evil will be allowed to enter. Nothing. Nobody practicing anything shameful. Nothing dishonest. Watch it now. There's a list of people here. There's a list of people in the city. There's a list of people here in the city. Yes. Whose names are written.
Come on.
Only those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life. Will enter. The city. So you still living in the flesh and you comfortable here? Come on. You need to check. Because your name may not be written in the book of life. Anybody hear your name?
Come on.
The other day I heard a preacher say, help me preach this thing.
Yeah.
I need some witnesses here. Anybody here?
Come on.
Your name been written?
Yeah.
Well, I got two. I got two. I got three. I got all right now. Anybody your name? I got some hands up. I got some hands up. Anybody your name is written in the book of life? Because there's going to be a roll call. Hallelujah, somebody. Hallelujah. There's going to be a roll call. Somebody ought to say, my name is written in the book of life. And I'm going to walk right in. And I'm going to give God the glory. I'm going to give him the praise. Because he took me out of me and allowed me to come home and see him. Roll call. Roll call. Gonna be a roll call. Anybody name written? Gonna be a roll call. Hallelujah. He's calling on service. Any service here? Any servants? Any servants? You might not call no choir member. You might not call no choir member. Church is open. Oh, the church is open. If you don't have a church home, you need to get it right. You need to get it right now. Won't be no aliens in heaven. Won't be no ET in heaven. It's only going to be servants. It's only going to be servants in heaven. It's going to be those that love him. Love him with all their heart and their soul and their mind. That's who's going to be in heaven. That's who's going to be going home. Somebody say, I'm going home. Don't be afraid. I'm going home. It might not be tomorrow. It might not be next year. But I am going home. Is there one today you don't have a church home? You need to have one. You need to have one. You need to confess that you don't live here. This is not your home. Don't go to looking like E.T. Come on. Look like a child of God. Look like a servant. What a time. Anybody know about that? What a time. Well, sit down. Yeah. By the bank. Yeah, God. Of the river. What a time. Yeah, Lord. What a time. When all God's children get together. Hallelujah. When all my God get together. Oh, what a time. What a time. Whoa. What a time.
Pastor Regina Bullock. Amen. Labor for that word. It was right on time for me. Your expectations don't seem to be met.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's at your home anyway. Hallelujah. But it can get discouraging down here when you start focusing on down here. But when you realize this ain't your home, you look forward to a better place.
Yeah, yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank God for Pastor Bullock, my friend.
Amen.
My pastor, thank you so much for that word that has went forth. Amen. We ought to be better now.
Take it through.
You should feel like running on just a little while longer. If you came in here with your head down, you ought to be
Amen.
with your head up. Amen. I thank God for her. She is so precious.